What's up guys, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we're going to be drawing Nozel Silva from Black Clover. This is a request from Emmanuel on Patreon. So let's go. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. Got a bit of a hand in this one. So hand is optional of course. But take your time, try to have fun, sketch it out, pencil eraser definitely, and hit pause if I go too fast, right? So start with his eye, center point about here, up over to the right, top eyelid line. He's got quite slender kind of eyes, right? So they go diagonal like that first, and then we'll bring it down. And a good thing to do with the top eyelid is kind of thicken it up a little bit. You want it to just be darker than your other lines. So just kind of press harder or add more. Once you get the shape right, of course. Then this comes down, round, into there, right? And the bottom eyelid line can be a little bit thinner. He seemed to have some lines like underneath his eye, like some of these, you know, sort of stress lines kind of thing. And then his iris, he's kind of looking up. So it's underneath his top eyelid. And the pupil will be the same. Just a half circle underneath like that. So his eyebrows are like in behind his hair, right? So we'll get the middle hair thing done before we do that. So we'll just jump over and do the other eye. So just come over a little bit and then up to here. Big diagonal sort of line as well. So you're about half an eye width in between. The eyes in Black Clover aren't standard human proportion. It's about half an eye width. Will fit in between the two eyes. Just if you're wondering how far to go over. If you measure this eye, half of it will fit in between, right, roughly. Maybe even a little bit more. Maybe here to the outside of his iris fits in between. Okay, it's rough, but that's the approximate distance, right? And then you'll just add that hook on the back and thicken up the top eyelid a little bit. And then we will go down and around to here. And he does have these lines around his eye, stress lines, like so. And then his iris, half circle, going around here. Same with the pupil. Like so. And try and make them even a little bit. Just make this one a little bit bigger. So before we do the eyebrows, we'll do his hair that comes down the middle, right? So we got like this sort of two curved lines that come down here, right? And it's kind of in an action pose, so it doesn't like hang straight down in this one. We're going to just curve it off to the right hand side a little bit. So we're going to just add these sort of curved lines here. Right, like that. And then on this side, you can add some texture on the inside here because it's kind of braided. Like that. Okay, and then he has this cross that hangs down here. So we got like a pointy top there go down, around. Same on this side, so it's got like 2 arms on each side. And then it comes down to a point down here, like a sword sort of hanging down, like so. So then eyebrows come out from there. Again, same on the other side. He does seem to have some lines just on the end. Maybe some texture. Eyelid lines. He seems to have like 2 sets of eyelid lines. So this one just comes across the top, and then another one here. So this one coming across, and then another one coming from the eyebrow. Right, so what we can see of nose, we can just kind of see one nostril here. The other one's covered just under here somewhere. And then his mouth, standard kind of downturned mouth, right? So it just like comes across like this. And then his bottom lip, like so. His chin, fairly pointy chin. That. And if you want to check proportions of things now, eyes to nose about the same as nose to chin. So where the nostril is, see here to here, that distance and this are the same. So like to his iris here, to the about the line of his nostril. See that? Is about the same as nostril to about the line of his chin. It's rough, it's approximate, but that's general proportion. And then the nostril, just say his bottom lip line, say down here, is about halfway, see, to the chin, right? So once you get that, then we can bring his jaw up the side, and then about nose level, because his kind of head is tilted forward. That's when you curve it up the side. Like so. And then about here, we have some sideburns, right? So this, well, we'll go up the full way. And then we'll add like some sideburn sort of stuff here. Like so. Now his hairline then just comes around, like with these sort of zigzags, into there. Same thing on this side. Do this anyway, it doesn't have to be exactly like mine, just this sort of zigzag lines like that. And then his hair is all sort of spiky up around, and he's got some hair in the middle. So starts to go like this way. It's kind of like plaited around or spikes up sort of around this way. Depends on if you're drawn from the manga or the anime. It can be different. I'm drawn from a manga image, kind of like a manga image mixed with an anime. So just here we have his ears then. So top of his ear comes around, down, like so. To there. So you'll notice now, if a character is facing forward, the top of the ears line up like here. Top of the ears line up with the eyebrows and the bottom with the nostrils. Because his head is like tilted forward, he's like, you know, he's looking up at us because he's like about to attack. Your ears move up. It's a perspective thing, I know. So not many people will be interested, but I find it interesting. So your ears go up on the side of the head when he tilts forward. If you look in a mirror and do that, you'll see what I mean. If you move your head up and down. Anyway, lesson over. Let's keep drawing. Ear lines inside here. It's useful to know these things, I think, because then you know why you're drawing something up here instead of down there. Is it useful? Do you care? Let me know in the comments. So we go around, spike in here. All the way around, right? You could add more spiky hair if you wanted, but in the manga there doesn't seem to be as much. Then you have some spikes in the middle, right? So I'm just going to add a few of these. One here, coming down this way. Like there should be another one there. I'm going to put another one here. There isn't one in the picture, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm a rebel. And maybe some like texture lines. Some like texture lines here on the sides, here as well. We'll go some texture here too. Right. Right, so then his neck comes down the side, just from his jaw. And he's got one shoulder down and one shoulder up. This is holding his hand. So this shoulder goes like down this way, right? And on a male character, if you're looking for your distance of the shoulder, how far out, it's a head width, right? So for a male character, 3 heads will go across the width of his chest to the shoulders, right? So that's roughly where his shoulder will be. Again, it's approximate, so right, like that. And then this other shoulder is kind of higher up than this one because his arm is extended, right? So it kind of comes down this way. But again, his shoulder is here, so it's a head width. And the arm goes off. If you want to copy that side and just do 2 shoulders, you can. We can see some hair behind his shoulders, so we'll do that now while we are here. Because he has some long hair. I follow the Black Clover manga a little bit. I don't follow it too much. Check in every now and then just to see if there's anything cool happening. The last arc was pretty good, I think. You know, with the devils and stuff. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't read it. But it'd be interesting to see where it goes. And then on this side, more hair spikes. So again, he's kind of in attack mode in this one. I know he usually wears this fur, but I thought this image was cooler than the other fur ones. He just looked more serious or something. So his hand comes across here, and then there's all that sort of metal that he uses as his magic. So his sleeve comes across this way, right, and then his arm there, right, and you've got like a curved line, and maybe like some lines, fold lines kind of here. And his hand comes out from here, so we got his wrist, and he's quite a slender sort of hand, right, the way it's drawn. goes up like this, right? And real skinny fingers. So another curved line here, curved line there. And then this is his little finger, so it comes around once, twice, into there. And the other side of his wrist, like that. Bottom of his hand here, these kind of curved lines like so. And you'll have like wrist bones there. And his thumb coming out this way, so. Going in. And then his hand on this side goes up. And you're going to meet like 3 real skinny fingers, right? Maybe some like hand lines inside here. So there's like 3. So we'll go 1. And they're close together, 2, 3. Right? So the first one comes out from behind this finger. So it goes up, across, real thin. There. And we go 1, 2, 3, and down. And you can't really see, well, you can see a little bit at the top of this one. 1, 2, and down there. And then you can't really see much of this. It's real thin, the way they're drawn. And then he's got these diamonds. I think they're buttons like that. And his collar will come across just underneath his chin. And then diamonds here. More buttons. Like that. So I'm going to draw in some of this magic now that he uses. It's just this sort of metal grey stuff, right? And it'll come like across his body a little bit and sort of ooze down. It's just this silver stuff here. Some on this side as well, coming over his hair. So all that be like silver and stuff. So that's it. That's how to draw Nozel. Nozel, what's his last name again? Silva? Yeah, Nozel Silva from Black Clover. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.